Good morning. It is Thursday,
Give me the bird.
April 30th, 2026. And 2026 enters into its second third. Neat. Yeah, I like the I like this shirt just in general because it's a fun shirt. But also, I don't have any other purple shirts. Give me the third. Morning. I can't believe it. And just that we're about to enter into May. The first third of this year has overall been pretty good. It's been alright. All things considered. There's certainly been some negatives, but overall, I for me personally, I wouldn't complain too much. I think the weird thing, of course, is always just, man. It's like, how's it happen so fast? Anyway. Morning, everybody. I hope the first third of your year has been alright. And if it hasn't, like I was saying on Tuesday, we have the other 2/3 to look forward to. And you know what we have to look forward to? A brand new refrigerator, which was delivered yesterday. We are stop.
We're stop.
We are stop. We have a new refrigerator. It's in the living room. Because the people that give us the refrigerator are not the same people who install it. Renee, you know when I told you to put it in the living room, I was joking, right? What? So, yeah, it's currently in the living room. Still got like the wrap on it.
Yeah.
When the guy came to deliver it, they're the two guys because it's a refrigerator. They
Don't you just plug it in?
No. There is more to it than that. We could do it ourselves.
Yeah, it's just the water line.
We could do it's there's way more to it than that though. All of the pieces of the fridge are inside the fridge.
Yeah.
And you gotta like take them out and assemble them. Like currently the fridge doesn't have handles because the handles are in styrofoam inside the fridge. Anyway, they came and they delivered it, and
I asked, I was like, are the handles inside? And they're like, yeah.
So the guy opens the door as if to say, look, the handles are here. And then he pauses a second, looks in a particular place, doesn't say anything, and says, I'll be right back. And he goes back out to the truck, and then he returns with these screws, special screws that go into the handle holes. And
That the handle's attached to.
And he didn't say anything, but we all kind of had this silent moment of, you almost forgot to leave those, which would have meant we would not have had handles. Because they would not have been able to attach to the fridge.
Why were they removed from the inside of the fridge?
I am not sure. So anyway, and it's not like we couldn't open it without handles. We would make them come back and bring the things because having a handle makes doors work way better. But we could have gotten by until they, you can't handle this fridge. So, the big question on everyone's mind is, when is it going to get installed? Because currently we have...
It lives in the living room.
Yeah, we have this giant obelisk that is just right in the center of our living room. And, Mal sent him a message yesterday, and the mailbox was full, so we just kind of like, But they got back to Mal this morning, and they said, don't worry, we'll be there to install it tomorrow night between 6 and 8 p.m. And I was like, huh. All right. So Hitman might be just a little late tomorrow. It's either going to be on time and we're going to be like, hey, we're on time and have a fridge installed, or we're going to be a little bit late. Have them come up and play Hitman with y'all. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's not like they're, coming at, 10:30. Intelligent One says, what if they just don't come? At some point, we will start. Or, and if they still came later, then we would just take a break. A long break. Anyway. There's going to be a fridge. How exciting. This one will make ice. Sorry.
The other one made ice.
It just didn't give it to us. It held the ice for itself. It would make the ice, and then we would say, can we have some? And it would be like, no, this is mine. Get your own.
I have morphed all of the ice into one large ice cube instead of many small ones.
And it seems that the large ice cube that I've made is too large for the ice hole receptacle. Sorry. And I'd be like, well, can I take out the tray to get to the one large ice cube? No. I've decided to adhere it to the fridge itself, making it impossible to take out. I'm like, cool. Well, you're getting replaced. So,
Also, the compressor is going to, fail.
Yes. Because you can be in the living room, and the fridge is like...
It's going on longer now.
Well, anyway, we moved most everything out of the fridge and freezer yesterday into the garage fridge.
And we got rid of a lot of the, old stuff.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity to...
clear out condiments.
Yeah, to look at things and be like, is this old? Oh. So, starting... Not, completely fresh, but, with a slightly renewed sense of freshness. That's exciting. Garage fridge, kitchen fridge, and now living room fridge. We could just hook it up. And then it's there. Just keep a...
It is wildly inconvenient where it is. They had to take off the front door to get the fridge in the house.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But, we
had to, move the couch so it could get through. And the couch is still moved.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy was like, will it be okay if we take off your front door and put it back when we're done? And I was like, I guess. I was like, do whatever you guys have to do. He's like, okay. He's like, because I do not think the fridge will physically fit through your door. And I was like, okay, well, the other option is the garage door, and that is smaller. So, this is your best bet. And they said, okay. So they took off the front door, and they brought in the fridge, and then they put the front door back on. And I was like, okay. But they do that all the time, I'm sure. When I talk about this, it makes it sound like the fridge is just this gigantic...
It's the same size as our old fridge.
It's the same size. It's just, the one that we have was already in the home. So we didn't get to see it come in and the door taken off. Fridge not taller than me. Fridge heavier than me. Fridge wider than me. The fridge not taller than me. I always get to know how much dust is on the top of the fridge. And the answer is a lot. Fridge colder than you. Yeah, yeah. It's true. Let's read some of these things. We got 56 months from Macintosh PC. 65 months from Nomi Bookworm. Lunar says, you see the dust but don't dust it. I mean, I do.
Because I don't see it.
I do.
I'm too short.
I want everyone to know.
Someone asked for a picture. Let me go find it in image dump and put it in mod.
I do want everyone to know that the top of your fridges are super dusty. I've never been into anyone's home and the top of their fridge wasn't just like... Because no one thinks to like, clean up there. But I see it. I feel it. Listen, it's everyone. It's everyone. No one dusts the top of their fridge. It's out of sight, out of mind. I get it. But, Chaz says, listen, I cleaned it before you came over once. But as someone who was part of the tall association, I do get to see the dusty fridge tops. But I guess if you can't see it, it's not dirty. I like to live like that. If I don't know...
What do you know about the tops of the cabinets?
If I don't know about something, then it's totally fine. Dusty Fridge Top was my nickname in high school.
The fridge is in the art queue.
Alright, let me read the alerts and I'll show you this fridge. We got 49 months from Star Wars Trekkie, 84 from We Win. That's a 7. 32 from Ilasan, 78 from Sarah from 2000, 91 from Chrissy G. The poll this morning was, who should Steven pair up on Tomodachi? And 10% of you said I should pair up with Zelda, 10% said I should pair up with Chaz, 20% said I should pair up with Cake, and 60% said my wife. I feel like Chaz and I would get along pretty well. Like, we work together well. But also, I get it. I would probably work well with Cake. Waffle House would have been a good choice, too. I have paired up with Waffle House on many occasions. And it's always been a really good time. But never before, like, 2 a.m. Five other bits of Jet, who says, Las Vegas interview went pretty well yesterday, though I think I'd still prefer the Champagne position. Interview Aganza continues today with Boston, and then Saukville tomorrow. So many litter boxes. Good luck. Hope the interviews continue to go well. Boston will be a fun interview.
Why?
Just people from Boston. You know what I mean? Cue people from Boston now showing up. Be like, what's that supposed to mean? I'd be like, you get it? Genesis, I'm from Boston, and no. We got 86 months from Vegetable Sorbet, 63 from Jay Linebeck, 37 from Zarmak, 77 from DC Racer, 65 from Desi Desitel, and 54 from Mean Dean. Prebex, rude? And DL, I'm out here taking strays. I know what I said. There are people in this world that are just fun to be around. And people from Boston hit that. They just do. They're just a fun group. I like them. All right, you want to see this fridge? I got a picture of this fridge. Look at that fridge. Still got the wrapper on it.
You think I can take the wrapper off? I want to take the wrapper off.
The installer will do that.
But I want to do it.
Leave it alone.
I want to peel it off.
Mallory, just leave it. It's on there, so they put it into position.
But I want to peel it.
When they put it into position, you, the 38-year-old adult woman, can then tell the person, I would like to peel it off. If you can do that, there you go.
But what if they walk in and the first thing they do is peel it off?
Stop them. Be like, no, that's I get to do it.
What if I just do it first?
Oh my God. Why does this matter? Oh, I mean, like...
You'll have to buy her a new fridge.
I mean, I don't know. I guess do whatever you want. Vagabond says, say the delivery guy took it off. I like how we now have to lie. It's like, I don't know how it got that way. Instead of it just being like, oh, I took it off. It's like, who knows? Someone broke in last night and they didn't take anything except that wrap. Cosmic, great point. If you do it first, then the installers get fingerprints all over.
You can wipe it off, and there's fingerprints on the sides from the guys moving it.
You don't see the sides. It's in the thing. You don't even get to. You don't see that part of the fridge. Amy, is it even important? Listen, if it brings you...
It does.
It sounds like it brings you way more joy than I can feasibly understand. And if it does, then you know what? You help yourself. Help yourself. Mal, go do it now. We will wait. If you're gonna do it, we'll video it. Video you taking off the peel, we'll put it online, and we'll say, Mal peels a fridge. No explanation. There's been no other insight into the no other insight into the fact that we've needed a fridge. Right? We've only been talking about it
in the living room.
We've only been talking about it on stream. It'd be great. ASMR. It's fine.
Renee, you can send it to me.
Anyway, there is a fridge in the living room. It should
work.
It should work. It should be installed tomorrow. It should be peeled today. And you know, we'll have the food in it by Saturday or Sunday. You're supposed to, like, once you plug in a fridge, you have to, like, let it get down to the right temperature, usually in like 24 hours or something, and then we can put our food back into it. So by the start of next week, we should have a new fridge. Also, you said the install, it's going to be more than one guy.
I don't know.
Well, the installer is taking the other fridge away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got to be another dude.
Yeah.
There ain't no person that can one man.
Do you want me to,
fridge.
like, ask?
No, it's not. I mean, unless you think that there's a chance that they don't know they're taking a fridge back. It might be worth it then just to be like, hey, just to double check, are y'all also hauling the old fridge away? And then they can be like, yes. Or they'll be like, no, it's just me. I'm Gary, and I can't do that. So... You already know Andre the Giant 2 is pulling up, though. That's a very specific joke, only for Tuesday viewers.
There, maybe we'll know in like 5 minutes.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll find out. We got 27 months from Gamerlin, 28 from Clockwork Pretzels, and 14 from Aggregated Molecules. Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have not had ice in a long time. And
right before the ice machine started locking up was when we were getting a storm, or it was when it was cold, ice storm. And I was worried we'd lose power, and I was like, well, if we freeze a bunch of ice, it'll help keep the freezer cold longer. So we started freezing ice and putting it in Ziploc bags. Mm-hmm. And then we've had that ice. And we are out of that ice.
I didn't know about that ice, a special secret ice.
Yeah.
I've just been having not ice. Oh, Aggregated Molecule says, my grandparents got a fridge, and it was one guy that was like 6'6" and 300 pounds who did the whole job himself. Jeez. The two guys that brought the fridge in, one of them was, I mean, they were both like big guys, but one of them was pretty big. Because he was nearly as tall as I was, but he was like,
muscular?
Well, hold on. I don't have to put myself down. He was more adept at fridge movements. You know. That's all.
Due to the muscles.
What exactly are fridge movements? You know, when a fridge needs to move.
Coffee.
I don't know that exercise. You can't do many reps of fridge movements. You can get like one in, and then you should stop. Should not do more than one. We had 33 months from Shane the Destroyer. 310 bits from Gadzooks. It says, it's amazing watching people not have to buy ice. In Indiana, you can't buy certain things like alcohol cold. So every grocery store and gas station sells bagged ice. Oh my god. What other state does that, if any, though? Because I know Indiana's particularly...
I think you can get ice at most grocery stores and gas stations nationally.
Well, I was talking about what other states don't let you buy cold alcohol.
Probably here.
Really?
Except beer.
It sounds like a very, like, Indiana problem. Yeah, Zimmer say, Jay, as a Wisconsinite, hearing other states'
Right?
liquor requirements is...
You go to Wisconsin after being away, and it's like this...
It's a different world.
It's so
It's a different world.
free.
Yeah, Mr. Squidpus says, maybe Utah. Yeah, maybe Utah. Maybe Utah.
North Carolina, I think they got rid of it. They had some law about Sunday and liquor sales, and then a bunch of places that served brunch were really upset, and they were like, we can't serve mimosas until noon. So we're open for brunch, but you can't order mimosa till noon, and they were very upset about it. And I think that's the reason the Sunday liquor law got changed.
Yeah, is restaurants. Well, also, like,
Oh.
Indiana is the only state with temperature-based beer sales restriction. I knew it! I knew it! I was like, man, that sounds like a very Indiana problem. And it totally was. Incredible. Yeah, we have some laws.
So North Carolina controls all hard liquor sales, and you have to buy it from a state-run dispensary, I'm gonna call it.
That's not the right word, but
I know.
Okay.
And they control...
You want some of this beer?
Statewide, they control the price, and you can also look up, like, stock of whatever you want across the state. So if you're really looking for something in particular, you can look on the website to see where it is, the ABC store.
Yeah.
But they don't carry everything. Like, you cannot get chartreuse here.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have to spend another entire breakfast stream talking about weird liquor laws, because I do think that we do that once every 3 months. But, yeah, it's... outrageous, but we do. As far as like gas stations selling bagged ice, though, like every gas station sells bagged ice that I've ever been to. I don't know if I've ever been to a gas station that doesn't.
See, I thought growing up it was for like people going camping or tailgating or out on the boat to fill up your cooler. Because that's the only reason we ever got bagged ice.
I mean, that is a reason. That is probably, I would say, probably most of the reason is if you need a lot of ice for something quickly, because like your fridge can only generate so much ice. If you have, or your freezer, if you have an ice maker at home, it's only making like a little bit. So yeah, we'll buy a bag of ice for parties occasionally if we need a lot of ice. Yeah. I've also seen the machines. Have you guys seen the machines where someone just puts a machine in like a parking lot?
Oh, those. I thought you were talking about the counter ones like Renee's talking about.
No. The like these big industrial looking machines that sit in parking lots or whatever, and they're open forever so people can stop in at 4 a.m. and then it just gives you a bag of ice. You have to insert like 3 $1 bills, and then it's like, here you go. Like, that's neat. I think that one of the reasons that thing is so neat is that, like, it's making ice. It's not like someone does an ice delivery and puts the ice bags in it. It's like, it's a giant ice maker.
It's the size of, like, a trailer. Like they'd put on the back of a semi.
Yeah. That's called a vending machine.
It's an ice vending machine.
You could call it a vending machine. You could call that a vending machine. It's a weird vending machine. Can you imagine if there was a vending machine where you got a Coca-Cola, but like it was making the Coca-Cola inside the machine? That would be neat and unnecessary.
Do you know how soda fountains work?
You know what I mean. Like they're in there mixing the chemicals. There are vending machines that cook pizzas. Yeah, I've seen those.
What about the orange ones in Japan that squeeze you fresh orange juice?
Japan is a different... They do everything. They got vending machines for all sorts of things. Even things that they really should not have vending machines for. Bless them. We had 300 bits from Gadzooks, who says, it was amazing because I go to Vegas and I'm like, sweet, I can buy 12 Michelob Ultras at this Walgreens.
Going into like a quick trip in Wisconsin, it's like you can just buy vodka. And I'm like, God bless this state. And here it's like, you have to go to the ABC store. Don't you dare go on a Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the laws that we have surrounding alcohol are either leftover or the slight adjustments we had from like Prohibition. So we have a bunch of weird laws that don't make any sense at all, but we still have them because we just do. And will we get rid of them? I don't know. We have a bunch of other laws, too, that are still in effect that we don't follow anymore. Because some states have very specific laws about... There's so many ways I could go with this. What you're allowed to do with other people in your home. Who you can marry. And, like, those laws aren't followed anymore. But in some states, they are still laws. And it's like, someone's got to, like, deal with it at some point. Someone's got to, like, go through and be like, why we still got some of these? My favorite is that you can buy alcohol here, but only at the specific alcohol cash register. Oh, that's a good one. TrevBot says pinball is still illegal in a lot of states.
Wasn't that in South Carolina and Player's Choice got dinged with that or something? originally?
There was a really specific thing.
It was something about how it was taxed or something.
Something was taxed. Because here's the thing: the arcade that they have now was not their first arcade. That wasn't the first arcade they had in the mall. They had a different arcade in the mall that was also an ice cream shop, because that was their first thing, and they got shut down because the tax people or whatever came, and they're like, well, you didn't pay the right taxes.
Or license, something.
Or the right licenses. It was some crazy thing, and the owner was so pissed. Because he was telling us about it at some point, and he was like, I'm so mad. So they ended up, it was easier to just shut down the entire arcade, and then it wasn't another 2 or 3 years before they opened the current arcade, which is directly next to Player's Choice. Yeah. Anyway. Lols. Shaman Noir says, you can't get your hair cut without your husband's permission in Michigan. Technical law. Again, someone should really go through and deal with these someday, but I think there's so much red tape to deal with them. It's easier if everyone societally just agrees to not
enforce it
ever again. It's too much work to get rid of them, so everyone's just like, yeah. We got 300 bits from Jetcha. It says, half of Arkansas counties are still technically dry counties, so you can't buy alcohol if you tried. Or you could drive 5 minutes across the county line, then drive back. The idea...
I don't think it is anymore, but I know Bentonville was dry in Arkansas.
The Walmart land?
Because my dad had to go there for work a lot.
Oh, I bet that drove him crazy. A man from Wisconsin in a dry county?
It.
I'm surprised he's alive. Surprised it didn't just kill him.
I don't think it's dry anymore, because I was talking to a friend of mine who had gone there for a gravel bike race. It definitely isn't anymore, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, nice! Quirky Kirk says, not trying to brag, but I'm excited that I may hit affiliate this week.
Nice.
Good vibes. Hope you hit it. Very cool. I got another thing I wanted to talk about this morning. I should have warned mods, but I never can think ahead more than 50 seconds.
And that's why we appreciate when Vagabond is like, hey, if you have photos, put them here before.
Yeah, I can't. Does one of the mods want to grab the picture I posted on Instagram? It's not even in Discord. It's on Instagram.
Of this?
Yeah. You
can just put it in mod chat right now for them.
Where's my phone?
I don't know. I'm not the keeper of your phone. Use your watch.
To put a photo into Discord?
To ping your phone so you can find it.
Oh. I mean, it's in there. I posted one on Discord that was only it was partially done, but then I posted a completed one on Instagram. I think Chaz implemented Instagram functionality. I think he has it set where you can just post an Instagram link and it knows what to do. I feel like that was a thing that was real. Also, it's already in the queue. Yeah, Chaz made Instagram. Anyway, look at this. Finally, after all these years,
we have a half Billy.
That's not the issues of Nintendo Power are up. Right off screen over there, which is great. Thank you, mods, for posting that. I don't know if you had to right click inspect web page and get the URL for that, or if you could just do the Instagram link. But yeah, we've had the full set of Nintendo Power for many years, and we have never had a way to put them up.
There they are.
And there they are. Did you summon Shenron? No. You could have bought 2 and made a whole Billy. Yeah, I wanted to put the magazines on a half-width Billy because the strength of the shelves is higher because there's less with physics or something.
You got some books over there.
Yeah, I just grabbed some other stuff that was in the boxes and threw them on the shelf because I was like, I don't know what to do with them. And that's just the, that doesn't take the, that doesn't take care of the
Player's guides?
Player's guides. Those I still have to figure out. If I lived near an IKEA, I would probably get another half-width Billy and put it on that wall, basically opposite of that. But I don't. So I'm either going to have to find a place to put them on a normal Billy and figure out how I feel about how strong those shelves are, or I'll keep them in the box
until we go to an IKEA.
Until we go to another IKEA, maybe. Because I think, I'm not sure, but I think a half-width Billy would hold everything. I'm relatively certain. So, anyway, it feels good to have that done.
It's a shame they don't sell those anymore. The tall Alexes and that color.
Yeah, why?
In case you need it for more controllers.
Well, that's why we got that thing.
Yeah.
There's not going to be that many more video games, like consoles, in our lifetime. Like, we might live until, like, the Switch 4, and then that's it. Because, like, as time goes on, I'm serious, like, it's stretching out. It's stretching out too far. It used to be, like, every 4 or 5 years, they came out with a new video game console, and that's not the way it is anymore. It's, like, every 10 years
Anyway.
now.
Maybe Chaz and Jeff want to go to IKEA. Or make an order still.
Yeah, if they end up ordering something, then I would probably get one. If they wanted to go to IKEA, we couldn't all go together. Jazz, you have a gift card?
Yeah. We got
Good.
the movie theater gift card. That's what they got from them.
Oh, that's good.
You could get a half Billy and put a clear shelf or a clear door on it, and put all the mother stuff in it.
Where would that go?
Right there.
In front of the outlet?
You could move the Alex's over and put it in the corner.
That doesn't solve the outlet problem.
Then put a flat thing over the outlet, and then have a little mini extension cable.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. That's
I know.
That's smart. Yeah. Okay.
Also, when we walked into IKEA the other day, do you remember it was like, visit our other location in Charlotte?
Mm-hmm.
That's just a showroom. Or a pickup something. It's like a order and pickup place, and like that's it.
Oh. Well, why would I want to visit that location?
So you don't have to go to the other one across town if
Okay.
you lived in Charlotte?
Yeah, to be fair, to be clear, it's not another IKEA.
It's not a full IKEA.
You just pick up stuff there.
That was the impression I got by looking on Google.
I will say that it is nice to live in a city where, like, the shipping from an IKEA is not $1 jillion.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I don't know what shipping is, but it's much more affordable. It's like $50 or something, and it's just because, like, I guess IKEA stuff is, like, coming through here regularly. Whereas, yeah, when we lived in Myrtle Beach, it was $200 to $300 for delivery. So, like, when it was finally time to make an order from IKEA, like, you better be darn sure you ordered every single thing you need because it was a ton of money to get it delivered. And it was still ultimately cheaper doing it that way than getting like traditional furniture from a furniture store. But it did suck. And now it's like way, way cheaper. And I'm like, oh. Because I had to get them big trucks down to the beach where the roads are just sand. I just take the IKEA boat to get things. Wish we had an IKEA boat. We got 34 months from Manic Mama and 90 months from Dark Overboard. Thank you. Corky Kirk says we did the same a while back for the second side to my desk. It was ridiculous. Yeah. For the longest time, we just would make a list of things we wanted to order with the idea of like someday. And unless we had at least like $1,000 worth of things to order, we just didn't. We just waited until it made sense. And it was a big thing too, because then we would be telling other people, we'd be like, we're putting it in order. Does anyone need anything from IKEA? And Lindsay would be like, oh my God, yes, get me a dresser.
I mean, even when we moved here, we did that because Josh, Brandon, and Dan ordered stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you can split some amount of cost on the shipping, it's always a good thing. Anyway. Community IKEA. And now none of them are here. Yeah, I think it was the IKEA that scared them away. They were like...
There's things I want to replace in the house.
With non-IKEA stuff?
Yeah.
Someday, yeah.
Someday, yeah. Like when we get to painting our bedroom. We've had those dressers since we got married.
Which is incredible.
That they've lasted that long and we've moved them that much.
I mean, when we bought those things, it was back when money did more. So everything was like way cheaper. And I think the dresser in there was like $100, probably less than that, probably like $70 or something. Give me 5 seconds and a hammer and I can motivate you to replace anything in your house. Jay Linebeck says back when the Wii was current.
When did the Wii U come out?
Oh my God. We got married in the Wii era?
Did that hurt?
I've never...
Sorry, you had to find out like this.
I've never thought about my relationship in console generations, and now I'm kind of like, ew, the Wii era? I guess that makes sense. Is your marriage also retro? We're going to be married 15 years in 4 months.
Yeah.
Huh. We should do some.
We talked about that.
I know. We're in a weird spot with that. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
We want to like celebrate 15 years and like do something like extra special. But we're also almost certainly going to have animals by that point. That should really have get a divorce. really shake it up for 15 years. We're probably gonna have animals by then, and we're probably gonna be in the stage where like we really need to keep an eye on them and probably can't just disappear for a week.
Yeah.
So we may have to just kind of like postpone that, as opposed to being like, hey, we got these animals. Chaz, will you live here for a week and become their dad?
Because they're baby and they get into things.
Yeah. They need. Yeah. It does, even if you didn't have young animals, they still are like, where am I? I need to touch everything now. So
with our teeth.
I need to. I do that now, actually. I'm always touching stuff with my teeth. So, yeah, the timing's probably not great, but that's okay. we'll make sure that we do something. We'll probably do a tiny something, and then we'll do a better something a little later on. Yeah. Is how I have to spray Steven with water. Does he bite cords? Not anymore. I got sprayed enough. God, there's so many places for cats to hide in this home. And there's some that I don't even know about. And I won't know until a cat gets there. And then I'm like, how did... You know what I don't miss from when the cats were young? Is how they would just, like, go behind, like, the fridge. The first time they ever did that, it was like, Jesus, of course they can do that. They're tiny. And I was just so upset. I was like, don't go back there. That's bad. So then once we finally got them out, I had to, like, try and put things... And, yeah, cats are liquid. Remember when Sagan got into the fridge? That was awful. That was not good.
Remember when he learned how he could open the pantry door? We had to band it shut.
Yep. Man, he had a lot of food that day. Ate through the bag. I walked into the living room, and he was walking out of the pantry, still chewing. And I opened the pantry door. He had chewed a hole into the bag and just had his fill. And I was like, all right, gotta find a way to keep these doors shut now. And then we had to rubber band the doors because he was just going in there. Didn't he vomit the bag parts? Probably. The bags were like metallic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, there's some knowledge of the fact that they're going to get into stuff that we can't even foresee.
Good news. They are taking the old fridge.
I mean, that's less good news and more
confirmation.
Normal news. There can only, in that instance, there could only have been normal news and negative news. But yeah, I'm glad that they're taking that. Good. Taking it away. Goodbye, fridge. Goodbye, LG. Hello, GE. A better fridge brand. Based on the knowledge that I have of fridges. Is it going to a farm?
Yeah.
Can you imagine they get it, like, into my driveway and just shoot it with a shotgun? They're like, all right, we're going to take it now. We close the door, then we just hear bang! We're like... Anyway. Yeah, it would be nice to have ice. Really excited to have ice. It's going to be a good time. That went dark fast. Welcome to any stream I've ever been in. Here. Have this. Thank you, patrons. It's the end of the month, so a new Patreon video will be out.
We have some things to do today and tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm either going to get the Patreon video out by late Saturday, or it's not coming out until, like... Tuesday or Wednesday. There is only one or the other. I'm going to be aiming to get it out by Saturday, because if I don't, it's just stuck in limbo until early next week. And that's fine. It's fine. Are you excited for this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just the fun that we're gonna have?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go to a...
Is Costco involved? Hey, we've been to a lot of Costco's in our area recently. Or you have, because you had to go get the umbrella from a different Costco.
Yeah, let's make sure that we explain it in the context of I had something to do other than like, I just want to taste all the weenies. Like, I wasn't driving from place to place being like, weenies are good here, weenies are fine here. I was going things.
Well, there's like 4 Costcos in the county. In the triangle as a whole, if you count Durham.
Okay.
And you've noticed the pizza is different at each of them.
Okay, so remember when I was like, we don't need to say that it is true. I have tasted the food at all of them.
Because we went to a different one the other day, and you were like, the pizza's better.
We did go to one, and the pizza was different. It wasn't better, it was different. And then I went to one on my own when I went to go get that umbrella.
Yeah.
And I ate there because what am I going to do? Not eat at the Costco? It's almost free to eat there. And when I ate that pizza, I was like, what's happening here? What is going on? This pizza is so much better. The hot dog was the same, but the pizza was like so much better. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't know what they were doing to it. Anyway.
So now we need to go try the 4th one in Durham. And see how the Durham pizza is.
Sure. Sure. Staff probably enjoys the work more there. I mean, maybe. Maybe. They need to fight! Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Desi says, I've noticed the pizza tastes different at the 2 locations near me. See, that's bizarre to me. Like, of anything, it feels like these should be identical, and they were not. One was so much better than my normal one that I go to, and I was kind of sad. I was like, oh, crap.
And we do pizza pretty frequently. Like, if we have everyone over, like, we'll pick up a pizza a lot of the time. It's like, oh...
Yeah.
We don't live near the good pizza Costco.
One is made with love, and one isn't. One is made with hate.
There was a lot of hate today.
Yeah. And that's fine. Did I tell people that I ran into a viewer at Costco?
I think you've told the story.
Okay. Well, I've run into a few.
We ran into someone at a Costco when we were picking up Extra Life snacks.
Yeah, I've run into 3 different viewers at 3 different Costcos since I've lived in North Carolina. The one viewer I had seen before at like a retro event. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting to like run into him again. And he has been a longtime person, sent in mail. I actually still have some mail that he sent in like 2013. Because he had made like a short film at the time. Anyway, so ran into him, ran into another person at a different Costco when I was going in. And then I ran into a viewer who was running the food counter at Costco, which was also slightly alarming because I went up to get my food and this person is just staring at me and they're like, "Are you Stephen George?" And I was like, me grabbing my 20th hot dog, like, yeah. Yeah, hi. If I go to Costco, I'm generally disheveled. I've rolled out of bed into pants, and then I just hobble into the car. And then
you walk into Costco.
I walk into the Costco, I mumble. They have to, some people are like, I think this man needs to, be asked to leave. And I'm like, no, I have a membership. Anyway, as always, if anyone runs into me...
As cryptids do.
If anyone ever runs into me out in public, always feel free to say hi. Just know that I may not be expecting that at all. So if I look disheveled, I am disheveled, but you're still welcome to say hi. I think I did. Also, I have never seen that person at the working the Costco ever again. And I'm like,
Is there a correlation here?
Don't know where that person went. Yep. I went into another store one time, like a very, very small store. I had went in somewhere in Raleigh just to pick up, I don't even remember what it was. And it was just a tiny store that just like had just one person in there working the counter. And I walked in there and they were like, "Man, you look familiar." And I'm just like, "Yeah?" They're like, "Yeah." "Are you Stephen George?" Yes.
There was one time someone did that to me, but they didn't actually know me.
Oh!
They were like, "You look familiar." And I was like, "Here it comes." And they were like, "Did you used to work?" And they named a place, and I was like, "No." They thought I was someone else.
Oh. I mean, someone said I looked like Anthony Fantano once, which I don't. It's just I was wearing the shirt. And it was just so funny to me because I'm thinking, the irony here is that I do YouTube for a living, and these people do not know this, but they're making jokes like, "You look like the guy." And I'm like, Neat.
Coffee!
Wrong YouTube. Not the right YouTube. Yeah, Fantano is bald though? Yeah, but he wears, in apparently a lot of the early videos, he wears the Nest shirt, like the striped blue and
Yellow
with like a white collar, and I have that exact same shirt, and I had worn it one day. It was when we were at IKEA, and these group of kids were like, "Anthony Fantano!" And then again in the parking lot, we were coming out of the store while they were driving away, and they did a drive-by with their voices. They drove by and were like, "Anthony Fantano!" And I was like, "Ah." So clothes do make the man? Yeah. Yeah. Lerner says, "Did they think you were a big fan, maybe?" Well, they had asked me in the store. They said, "Do you know who Anthony Fantano is?" And I was like, I'm vaguely familiar. And then they pulled up a picture online of him in the same shirt I was wearing. And they're like, "You look just like him." And again, he is bald and doesn't look anything like me. And I was like, "Yeah, I see it." And they're like, "Anthony Fantano." And then they, went on their way. Fantano drive-by. 300 bits from PK Gaming Omega says, "The real OGs remember I Am Earthbound." That's what I'm really waiting on, is for someone to be like, "Hey, aren't you Earthbound?" And I'd be like, "Yes, I am. Thank you." That was 21 years ago, but yes, thank you.
And with that...
Not 21 years ago. Wait. Yes, 20...
Yes. 2005?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the GameCube era!
I Am Earthbound can drink. As says, "Fun fact, I saw I Am Earthbound years before I ever found your channels." I think there's probably a few people that have that same experience. That you'd have to, still a niche though. Like, you'd have to be interested in Earthbound enough to stumble across that. It's not like a well-known video, but inside that community, people have seen it. Alright, we gotta stop now. Now I'm going to start thinking about my life and relationships in terms of console generations. And that's fine. I'm telling you, though, based on where we're at, Switch 2 is going to be around for...
I have to attend to the fridge.
Switch 2 is going to be around for 15 years. Switch 3 is going to be around for 23 years. And then the Switch 4 will be the last video game console ever made before, presumably, the destruction of Earth. So, you know, I don't think we need another thing.
Okay.
I'm probably doing fine. All right, folks. Thanks, everybody, for being here this morning. Be sure to be kind to yourselves. Do something that brings you joy.
Like peeling off
the
cover of a fridge.
For some of us, that might be peeling the cover off of a fridge. And Mal will see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern for painting. And we will see you tomorrow night in the vicinity of 7:30 to 8 p.m. Eastern for Hitman. Could be a little late if our fridge is getting installed.